Good day everyone! So for today, we are going to present to you the different taxes imposed during the Spanish colonial period here in the Philippines. But before anything else, we would like to introduce ourselves. I am Reynan Cibalgos.
And I am Elise Helvaleo.
So what is taxation? Taxation is a term for when a taxing authority, usually a government, levies or imposes a financial obligation on its citizens or residents. Paying taxes to government or officials has been a mainstay of civilization since ancient times.
At this point, let us introduce the 5 taxes introduced by the Spanish colonial period, namely tributo, sanctorum, donativo, caja de comunidad, and servicio personal. So the first tax is the tributo. Tributo was the general tax paid by the Filipinos to Spain, which amounted to 8 reals. Those who were required to pay the tributo were the 18 to 15 years old males. And next are the carpenters, bricklayers, blacksmiths, tailors, and shoemakers. And the last is the town workers, such as those in the road construction and those who's in public in nature. The next form of tax is the sanctorum. Sanctorum was a tax in the amount of 3 reals. These were required for the cost of Christianization, including the construction of churches and the purchase of materials for religious celebrations. The third form of tax is donativo. Donativo was a tax in the amount of half real for the military campaign of the government against the Muslims. In later years, however, the amount collected from donativo was almost exclusively used for the Spanish fort in Zamboanga.
The fourth one is caja de comunidad. Caja de comunidad was a tax collected in the amount of 1 real for the incurred expenses of the town in the constructions of roads, repair of bridges, or the improvement of public structures. The last and the worst form of all these taxes was servicio personal, where it is also called as polo y servicios. It was a form of forced labor during the Spanish period here in the Philippines, where all able-bodied males ages 16 to 60 years old were required to work in the construction of bridges, churches, and galleon ships. They were called polista, and earlier, these polistas were required to work for 40 days. However, the number of days was lowered to 15 days in the year 1884 as a result of the tax reform issued through a royal decree. Some of the polistas were brought up to fight against the Muslims, and others were brought in the Spanish expeditions. The only way that a polista can be freed from the forced labor was when he or she paid a fala or fine. But only very few could afford to pay this fine as it was way too high for them to afford. The gobernadorcillo, cabeza de barangay, and other members of the principala class were exempted from forced labor and fala.